it's Gordon behind the camera for once, and here we have Noah with a special message for you viewers.
Hey guys, it's me, Noah. We really appreciate all of the opportunities you've given us as a team. We want to say Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, something Kwanzaa, something Hanukkah. I don't really know what people say in those situations. But I'm here filming a deck profile, one of my own personal Yu-Gi decks. I will be playing this at YCS Charleston, so if you guys are in the area at the time, come and check me out. But I'm here with my tokens. Guts! Guts, man, the OG waifu killer. We've got Eternal Idol Pacifica, Top Idol Revere. Waifu game too strong. Without further ado, I'm going to go straight into the deck. I hope you guys enjoy. We play 3 Tinplate Goldfish, obvious. Gets all of your gadgets out on the field. Really easy rank 4 access. Then we play 2 yellow, 2 red, and last but not least, green. We play a 6 variant just because I played the 9 variant. I didn't like the way it played. A lot of time, like, you draw double Gadget, and you never really want to see that. I know personally I don't like to see that. I just didn't like what the deck was doing overall. And with the 9 variant, you needed to play double summon. I'm not playing double summon in this variant, which is a big change compared to a lot of other variants. I really like this. This has been working consistently for me. I've been playtesting it a lot. A lot of people around say they like this variant, so we play 2 LADD so we can negate all of the other things your opponent is doing in case you are not comfortable with making a large play. Also, LADD is really good just because after, he gets his 5 negates and he gets destroyed, he clears the board and he special summons 1 monster. A lot of time, that will happen on your opponent's turn. So what you do is they destroy it, you bring out TK, or you bring out your amazing Redox wall, and you just kind of sit there for a turn. Redox comes back to your hand, and you have the opportunity to make a play. We then play 2 Ryza, because Ryza is absolutely amazing. The fact that you get rid of one of your opponent's monster when you normal summon this Ryza, on top of that, you get to put back 1 card, so you set them back a turn. So that's really great. It just slows down your opponent, and with a deck like this, I feel like this is really essential. And then we play 1 Caius because you can't play a deck without Caius. So. Then we play 1 Redox, obviously, so you can bring him back with the LADD wall. You can also sack him with another when you use Monarch of the Stormforth in order to bring out the LADD. Just a great versatile card all around. Then we play 2 Effect Veiler because Effect Veiler is Effect Veiler. A lot of people don't like it, this format. I really like it. And also you can normal summon this when you're in a tight spot when you special summon Redox, and you can just sync up. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen. And last but not least for monsters, we have our Thunder King Ryo. Thunder King Ryo just to negate. This one's mine. Thunder King Ryo is just absolutely amazing. Thunder King Ryo is just absolutely amazing. Prevents your opponent from really doing anything extreme. Also, if you don't get one of the gadgets or Tinplate Goldfish first turn, it makes this a really great opening play. But that's it for monsters. Now let's get into the weird spell count. We play 1 Dark Hole. I don't like 2. There's no point. I haven't tested Snatch Steal yet in this deck. That's another reason why this isn't in here. We play one Book of Moon because it's Book of Moon, very versatile card, great offensive and defensive weapon. Three MST. Don't play 2 because I don't feel a need for 2, and I feel like 3 is a lot better this format. So I'm playing 3. Fight me. We play 2 the Monarch Stormforth. We have 4 tribute targets in this deck, so playing this is really, really good. And I'm sorry, we have 5 Monarch tribute, and 3 of them are just 1 sack with this. And the LADD is also a really big help, and sacking 2 of your own is not very good. So, I didn't play 3 because there's only 5. We play 2 Magic Planner because we do play a lot of continuous traps. I'm going to get into that right now. That's it for spells. For traps, we play 2 of our dear friend, the Mirror Force. Mirror Force because your opponent never really reads a Mirror Force, and a lot of time you can do this in combination with Goes in Match, and this literally just sets your opponent back so many turns. It's absolutely insane. We play 2 Skill Drain. 2 Skill Drain because what it does is it sets your opponent back more than it sets you back. After a certain point, you just have a bunch of beaters on board. And when you go into Skill Drain and then you go into LADD, you have 28. And you can always Magic Planner as soon as you feel like this is hurting you. And then you're back in the clear. And we play 2 Call of the Haunted because we play a Gadget deck, also to bring back TK in a really awkward situation where you know your opponent's going to make a play. We can also bring back the Effect Veiler so we can sync up. That way we don't always have to normal summon it. We play 1 Goes in Match. 1 Goes in Match because it's a really funny card. I tech this card a lot in a lot of decks. But when you go Goes in Match in a deck like this, especially with the whole anti-meta effect it has, what this does is it sets up your opponent for failure. And I felt like that was really, really important in a deck like this. And then we play the 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, obviously. The 1 TT, obviously. The 1 Deep Prison, obviously. I didn't opt to play 2 just because I felt like 1 was all I really needed. 1 Compulse, because Compulse is all we really need. I wish we had 3. If we had 3, this would be a completely different game. 1 Force Back because a lot of decks, in order to start doing stuff, they need to normal summon, or a lot of decks will go for flip summons, especially the rogue decks. So we go Force Back, knock them down. Chain Destruction, because Chain Destruction, it hits so many cards the opening turn first play, and that's really, really important. And last but not least, MVP of the deck. Don't even ask me any other questions. Ghost of a Grudge. Anytime your opponent has 8 cards in their graveyard, all the monsters on their board become 0. This is really, really essential because a lot of times, you know, your opponent will make a very large board and say you don't have the Mirror Force. You're a couple of light points away from the lose. So you literally just go Ghost of a Grudge, and they're set back so many turns. Right now I'm going to go into the extra deck. We play 1, 2, 3 GGX. 3 GGX because it's 3 GGX. Search the 9 machines we play just to make all of our plays ridiculously quickly. 1 Diamond Direwolf because I'm a jerk and sometimes you just need to blow up problems. 1 Maestroke because I'm an old school player and Maestroke isn't that bad of a card. 1 Black Ship of Corn because it's Black Ship of Corn. 1 Rhapsody in Berserk because banishing cards and then attaching them to other cards is really, really great. You can make GGX 35. You can make any of them above 30, which is really, really great. And putting this on top of Maestroke, it gets 3 protects, or it gets 2 books and 1 protect. 1 Colossal Fighter because Colossal Fighter is a Colossal Fighter. You can also just sit there and stall on him for a while when you need to make a play. 1 Crimson Blader because people special summon or normal summon 5 higher. Obvious. 1 Scrap Dragon. 1 Stardust Dragon. Stardust Dragon, why not? And 1 Thought Ruler. Thought Ruler is probably one of my favorite synchros ever. The fact that you can just sit here on Thought Ruler for so long And when he destroys monster, you gain life points. And whenever your opponent decides, oh, I'm going to get rid of him, you know, you pay 1,000 and you negate it.
All right. So what do you like about the deck?
I like the versatility just because this deck has so many options. I chose to play this variant instead of other Gadget variants because with other Gadget variants, it was like, okay, it was very cookie cutter. Like, you do this, and you set up, like, one, like, amazing combo in the extra deck, where you sit there and, like, you try to outplay your opponent. And don't get me wrong, that's the reason why we play the game. But I felt like with this deck, there was more opportunities for you to outplay your opponent, for it to be more of an enjoyable match. A lot of people just see Gadget and they're just like, okay, they're going to do the same thing over and over again. I wanted to give a different feel for that, and I also did not want to be cock-blocked by a lot of good cards.
Alright, and we all know who the MVP is.
MVP, Ghost of a Grudge. I know this sounds kind of ridiculous. I thought this card was really bad at first. I was playing it as a joke in another side deck I'm currently playing. And then I started to play this card more and more and more. And I was like, wow, this card's absolutely amazing. Why not? So I teched it in my Gadgets, you know, just as a joke. And then I was like, oh, okay. But the more and more I play this card, the more I come to realize, wow, why aren't more people playing this?
Alright, and that's it. Team 1, shout.